Hi besties, welcome to part 4 of my beginner-friendly step-by-step makeup tutorial. If you've been following along all this while, you know part 1 we did our brows. I showed you how to get your brows looking perfect, and in part 2 I showed you how to get 3 simple eyeshadow looks for beginners, including the one I have here. I showed you how to get this in part 2, and in part 3 I showed you how to get your wing eyeliner and how to tight line. So when I tell you we are doing this step by step, I mean step by step. We're not going to miss any step at all. So if you've not seen any of my videos, you don't know how we got here, do well to check them out. They are all there for you to practice along, and trust me, these videos are going to help you. They are really very rich. I'm proud of myself, I'm not going to lie. Anyways, in this part 4, I'm going to be showing you how to color correct and how to conceal your face, especially your under eyes. Not just the under eye, your whole face. I'm going to show you right now in this video. So if you're a returning subscriber and you've been following along, thank you for coming back, and I'm happy to have you here. And I hope this video, just leave me a feedback in the comment section and tell me what you've been learning so far, and if any of these tips and tricks I've been teaching you have been helping you out. And if you are just joining us for the first time, you are welcome. My name is Vinti, so I am happy to have you here, and I hope all of my videos will make an impact in your life. Why don't you give this video a thumbs up, and let's get right into the main topic of the day. Applying the concealer can be a little bit tricky, especially if you don't know how to do it right, and if you don't know how to go through the whole process step by step, you might end up with cakey concealer here, or you might end up with a lot of crease. And if you've ever applied concealer and then you see dark spots peeking out through your concealer or through your foundation, I'm going to show you how to color correct. I know sometimes we are not responsible for the black spots in our face. It just comes, especially as women, it just comes. I was just about to turn 30 and I started having serious acne that I've not even had. I never had in my teenage years, so I just started having them. So what are we going to do? We're going to use makeup to hide them, of course. For this video, we're going to be needing a color corrector, and we're going to be needing concealers. I have different options here. I'm going to be showing you different primers and how you can use them. We'll need our eye cream, of course, and we will need our setting powders. For types of color corrector, we have the orange color corrector, we have purple color corrector, we have green color corrector, and we have yellow color color corrector, and they all are used for different things. For the yellow color corrector, you use it to cancel out, like when you have bruises or maybe dark veins or something like that, you use yellow to cancel it out. You use green color corrector to cancel out redness, acne scars, and things like that. And we use the purple or lavender color corrector. Oh my god, what am I saying? We use the purple or lavender color corrector for dull skin or for yellow undertones. But the most popular one is an orange color corrector, especially for deeper or darker skin tone. We use this to color correct hyperpigmentation, redness, and all of that. So make sure you find the right one for whatever you're trying to color correct. Before we color correct or even do our concealer, remember skin prep is very important. I already did my skin prep before I started all of this, but if you want me to do a separate skin prep video, I'm going to do that for you. Just tell me in the comment section, and I'm going to try and do that as soon as I can. Before you color correct or even put concealer under your eyes, you need to use an eye cream. I'm going to be using this one from Pharmacy. It's the Pharmacy Wake Up Honey eye cream. I've been using this a lot, like it's almost out and I need to replace it. Try and invest in a good eye cream. This one is a good option. It layers very well with my makeup. It doesn't move under the makeup, so you can get this or you can get any other one that works really well for you. So we are going to take our eye cream and put it under our eye, just very little, pea size. You don't need too much, and then we're going to rub that in. This will help your concealer to stay in place, and it will keep your face under eye hydrated, so it will not dry up and become too cakey. But if you don't have an eye cream, you can always skip it, but it makes a lot of difference, you understand? So the next thing is to prime our face. There are a million primers out there, and it can be very confusing knowing what works for you and what you would want. Maybe in another video I'm going to go through different primers and what they are for, and your skin type, how to find the best primer for you for oily, dry, combination skin, and all of that. But for this video, we are going to be using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Yeah, the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer and the Benefit Professional Primer. First step, we are going to take the gripping primer and put that all over our face. You can use your finger, you can use a brush, whatever works for you. You see how it's gripping that? That's a gripping primer for you. Now I'm going to take the Benefit Professional Primer. I like to use this one in my T-zone, and if you don't know what your T-zone is, your T-zone is just, you know, from the middle of your face and under your eyes. That's your T-zone, and those are the places we tend to sweat a lot. Using a brush takes a little bit more time, and yeah, I like to use my finger or a bag. Now that our primer is done, we are going to give that maybe a minute or two to dry down and get absorbed into the skin, because you don't want to just layer your products, your foundation, your concealer on top of it. It's just going to move. So dry that down, but I'm going to use a fan to speed up the process because I don't have to wait. Now let's get into the color correcting. You need color correct everywhere that is darker than the other. Wherever you have dark circles, even all these acne scars, I also color correct them to cover them up. Especially if your foundation or concealer is lightweight, those spots are going to be picking out, or you have that discoloration and your concealer will not give you what you want. I like to use this color corrector from Tinted, and I like to put it under my eyes, and I like to put it at the side of my nose, here on my smile line. I like to put it here. I like to put here, and then I will put it like spot all the dark spots here. I like to blend it in place. Make sure it's not moving all around because you don't want to move the color corrector. You are color correcting something, so you want it to be there. Or you can use a beauty blender, whatever works for you. You can use that to tap that into place, and that will instantly brighten and make it look like every other part of your face. And just like that, we've color corrected our face, and when we go over it with the concealer like we're going to do right now, you will see that everything is going to be very, very seamless and smooth. And that's why you need to color correct. Now let's get into the main thing, concealing our face. I get asked a lot of times, oh, what do you do to your face? Why your under eye doesn't crease? Until I can wear my makeup 24 hours and it will not crease. Trust me, I have tried it. So when I'm telling you how to color correct, just try and take my word for it. Now let's talk about choosing the right concealer. You need just 2 types of concealer. Some people use 3, some people use 4, but that's like an advanced level. But for a beginner, I would have said 1, but we've gone past the stage of using 1 concealer. So I'm going to show you how to use 2 concealers for your face. So get 1 concealer that is 1 shade brighter than your skin tone, and another one that is like 2 or 3 times brighter. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I love this concealer. It gives me good coverage, and I'm going to be using shade Caramel and shade Honey. Honey is slightly lighter than Caramel, so Caramel is going to be my first concealer, and Honey is going to be my second concealer, or my brightening concealer. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to apply these and how they're going to, layer on top of each other to give you that perfect, seamless, flawless, creaseless under eyes. How you apply your concealer matters. Gone are those days we used to do triangle like this and put concealer all over the face. You're going to have too much product in your face, and too much product means your under eye is going to crease. So we are not going to do that. We have gone past that. This is not 2016. So we are going to put a little bit of concealer here, and then we are going to put a little bit of concealer out there. Remember, a little goes a long way. And if you look very well, it's a little bit away from, I did not put it directly under my eyes because you don't want it to start creasing. If you look under your eyes, you'll see those lines there. You don't want it to start drying up there. So we'll put it a little bit away, and then we'll blend that out. You can see here we have little concealer compared to this part that we have. I don't know what's going on right here. So let's take that off so that we can do it the right way. This is way too much concealer. And if you look at this outer placement, you see how it's placed at an angle. It's going to give us a lifted look, and we're going to just apply it right under our wing eyeliner. If you don't know how to do your wing eyeliner, try and check out the other videos that we've made before this one. You're going to learn it. Other places we need to put our concealer is here, the nose, and here. You can see I did not put too much concealer in all these places, and I'm using my first concealer in all these places. Okay, now here is a trick for you. If you want to get good coverage with your concealer without using too much product, you should let your concealer sit for a little bit. Okay, don't allow it to dry up and cake up there, just a little bit. So I'm going to speed that up with my fan and let that dry down a little bit. And when you blend it, you will see that the coverage will be even more than when you use too much concealer. So another trick I'm going to teach you is to spray your setting spray before you blend your concealer. Okay, but you can skip that process and spray your face after you've applied all your cream product, your cream bronzer, your foundation. You spray everything together. But this is also another trick that works really well. To blend our concealer, I'm going to be using a brush, a concealer brush. You can see how it's angled so that it can get into those corners. Some people like to use a beauty blender, but I find that beauty blender tend to pick up too much product. So I like to use the brush to blend it out. Then I use the beauty blender to smoothen it out and give it a more natural finish. The reason I like to start from this part is because I have a lot of products here. So I don't want to take too much product and spread it all over the face. So I start from the place that has very little product. You can see how I'm tapping that into my skin. This is very, very important, okay? Even if you are using a beauty blender, you have to tap that into the skin. And then we're going to blend the under eyes. I like to blend the inner corner first. When I blend the inside, I like to blend the outside as well. and then connect it all together. Check out that coverage. Like, the coverage is insane. That will cover everything, cover your sins of the past and your present sins and the sins of the future as well. And when I'm done blending with a brush, I like to go over everything with my beauty blender. This will pick up any excess product and give it a more natural finish. When you're blending under your eyes, try to look up. That way you will stretch out all those lines there so that you can blend them really well, blend them out really well. Else you're going to have those cracks even before you set. So this is exactly why I go over it with a beauty blender. You can see how soft and diffused this part look, while this place still has a lot of products. And the second concealer, we're just going to put it in the inner corner, just a little bit like that in the inner corner, and that's all you need. Naturally, I would do the second concealer after I do my blush so that I can use that to layer on top of my blush. In the next video, we're going to do our blush and contour. But for this tutorial, I'm just showing you how to conceal. And when you're blending your second concealer, please don't blend it outwards. Just blend it in the inner corner. Is a brightening concealer, so it can brighten your inner corner. Now, these days, bright under eyes is trending, and we just have to hop on the train. I don't know why we just have to hop on anything, but blend that out where you have applied it. You can see how that looks bright. On this side, it's very, very bright in there. To set our under eyes, we are going to be using two different powders. We are going to use the pressed powder like this one, and we are going to use a loose powder like this one or this one. This is a purple powder. I love this powder a lot, but I'm not going to use it in this tutorial because I don't want you to feel like you need it. If you've let your under eye for a little bit, make sure you blend it out again before you set. If not, you're going to set those creases in place. I'm going to use a powder puff, or you can use your beauty blender, and I'm going to take my pressed powder. It's not too much, and I'm going to press that into my skin. Press it in to set the concealer in place. I'm also going to set the rest of the face. Now, after using your pressed powder, we're going to use our loose powder to bake. If you want your under eyes to last the whole day, you want to bake. To bake, I'm going to pick up the powder with my powder puff, and I'm just going to put that in my under eye, just like that. And I'm going to leave that until I'm done with the rest of my face. But if you don't want to bake, just pick up the powder and dust off the excess at the back of your hand, and then press the rest in, okay? Just press the rest in to brighten it. That's if you don't like to bake. And that should give you almost the same thing. But if I'm going to stay out for the whole day, if I'm going to wear my makeup for a long time, I'm definitely baking my face. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to bake my face, bake the hell out of the face. So don't forget to put more powder on the other parts that need the powder, okay? But you don't need too much. And then when you are done baking, I'm still going to take the same powder puff. Let's dust it out a little bit. And I'm going to press the powder into the skin. That way it will be set for the whole day. Nothing is going to make this under eye crease. You can see how smooth that under eye is. That is how it's going to be for the rest of the day. And just like that, you've learned how to color correct and how to conceal your face and how to set your under eyes. I think that's pretty much it for this video. We did a lot in this video. Oh my God. And I think at the end of this video, you should know how to conceal your face. Let me know in the comment section, was this video explanatory enough, or do I still need to say more? Do I still need to do more? And if this has made you less worried about concealing, let me know in the comment section as well. If you want me to go through any other thing again, let me know in the comment section and give me your feedback. And don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed. If you're a new subscriber, or if you're just joining us, try and watch our other videos. The brow, the eyeshadow look, the eyeliner, tight lining, all those things are very important. And when you follow this series step by step, trust me, all of your makeup problems will disappear. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Our next video is going to be blush application and how to contour your face. You don't want to miss that video, so turn on that notification bell so that when I post it, bang, you'll hear it that we've posted and you go and watch it. Bye, love you.